Hey friend, welcome to the first ever edition of the How to Write for a Living podcast with me, your host, David McElroy. I'm the owner, writer, and editor of the publication How to Write for a Living, as well as Solopreneur Stack and David McElroy Fiction, all right here on Substack. Or if you're listening to this elsewhere, maybe on Spotify or something, you can jump over to Substack later on and check those out and see exactly what I'm going to be talking about in this first ever edition of the podcast. I'm recording this today without a script, unrehearsed. I'm just trying it out, see how it goes. I'll start by quickly introducing myself. My name is David, as I've already said. I'm from here in sunny Northern Ireland. I live with my wife Christine and our two dogs, Lupin and Ghost. I'm an author, online writer, and solopreneur. I run my own business. I've done so for several years. I've been writing novels as well for several years, and the first of those novels was recently published, and it is right there on the screen behind me if you want to check it out. Future versions of this podcast, future episodes of this podcast, should I say, will feature guests. I'll bring them on to talk to them about the things they're up to, the kind of work they're doing related to writing or solopreneurship, the kind of things that basically I think you'll find beneficial. I will, of course, from time to time release episodes like this one where it's just me talking, and I'll try to fill you in on the things that I've learned over the years, whether that's to do with writing or solopreneurship or business or whatever that I figured out along the way. I'll share that with you, and you can learn from my mistakes, from my current learnings, from anything else I've got in the works. I'll try to be transparent. I'll try to be straightforward, not overcomplicate what I'm talking about, and just generally, hopefully, be entertaining and easy to listen to. Today, I just want to give you a very brief overview of what my Substack publications are all about, particularly How to Write for a Living, which this podcast is related to. As I said, I've been writing for years online and in terms of books. And I just wanted to share my journey with other people and help them figure out how they can monetize their work. A lot of writers, I think, are producing amazing stuff, whether that's in the form of novels or blog posts or whatever, but it's not being monetized. It's not making them enough money to make a living. And I think there's ways we can go about changing that, ways we can make it happen for people. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about helping other writers figure out how to earn a living or at least a side income from their writing so that they can enjoy a better life, that they can give their money away if they want to, ultimately that they can just break free from the rules and regulations imposed on them by other people. That's one thing I've really loved over the last few years as a solopreneur. I am my own boss. I set my own schedule. I work on what I want, when I want, and it's amazing. And I love that for everybody else as well. And the best way to achieve that is by making enough money from your writing to earn a living and pay your bills and do the fun things you want to do. So that's what How to Write for a Living is all about. And the Solopreneur Stack's similar. It's all about becoming a solopreneur, what that involves, the challenges, the struggles, the potential benefits to being a solopreneur in 2024 and beyond. And thirdly, David McElroy Fiction is just a publication about my fiction work, about my current books, about my upcoming books, things that I've learned along the way, things I want to share with you, reviews, all that kind of good stuff. And each of those publications have a free tier, so you can subscribe for free. And I suggest you do that now after this, and I'll put the links below. Each publication also comes with a paid tier, and I offer certain benefits to paid subscribers that they can't get for free. And that's just part of my own monetization journey. That's one of the ways I make money as a writer. And the more stable and profitable those income streams become, the more I'm able to do and the more I'm able to offer online for you, my listeners, and my readers as well. So what are the benefits to my paid tier in How to Write for a Living? Let's talk about that one for today. As a paid subscriber to How to Write for a Living, you will get access to every single article in my archive. All paywalls will be removed for you. You can read every single piece, whether that's a new one or a piece from years ago, potentially. They're all free for you as a paid subscriber, if that makes sense. You'll also be able to leave comments on paid-only posts. You'll get access to every single resource in the Member Resource Hub, which is a section of my publication, which kind of works a little bit like a course. It's got a number of resources there that'll help you grow your Substack and learn how to monetize your writing and that sort of stuff. And I'll add to that all the time as well, so it'll grow constantly, and there'll always be new things there for you to learn from and benefit from. Thirdly, paid members will get access to paid-only group chats. We're going to be running the first of those very, very soon, which I'm pretty excited about. I'm really looking forward to seeing my paid members face-to-face, so to speak. And those will just be amazing opportunities to discuss our struggles and our triumphs with Substack and with writing in general. We'll get to share ideas. We'll bring on guests to speak to us as well. And it's an amazing way just to learn from each other, and I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope my paid members are as well. And finally, and this isn't something that's happening just yet, but paid members will also get access to a community that's going to be linked to my Substack. That's going to be through something like Discord or Slack, and it'll just be a general kind of group chat that people who are paid members can join and discuss all things writing related and Substack related and whatever else they want to talk about. It'll be free and open to my paid subscribers to dip in and out as and when they want to. That's in the works right now, but everything else already exists in terms of paywalls being removed, in terms of being able to post comments, in terms of getting access to the member resource hub and the group chats that are coming up very soon. If you want to become a paid subscriber, you can choose to pay monthly or annually. At the minute, and this is in July 2024, my paid subscription is £8 a month. I'm not sure what that translates into in your currency. You can check that out on Google, but it's £8 a month or £70 a year. So it's significantly cheaper if you pay upfront for an annual subscription and keep renewing that each year, and you get to always keep that same discount no matter what the tier ends up changing to in future. So £8 a month or £70 annually, and you get all the benefits that I've previously talked about. And on top of that, relating to these podcasts, what I'm going to do is all audio podcasts will be free. So they will be on Spotify, they'll be here on Substack, wherever else you get podcasts. The full video versions, like what I'm doing right now, will be available only to paid members. And there'll be a portion of the video which will also be available on YouTube. You might be watching this on YouTube now. And the entirety of this first video is going to be on YouTube. So in case you're wondering why you're seeing all of it, that's why. But in the future, the first videos will only be available in full to paid members in my publication, but the audio will be fully available as a podcast, which you can download and listen to when you're out for a walk, when you're doing something else, when you're washing the dishes, when you're playing with your dog or your kids, whatever. You can pop in your earphones or just play it through your laptop and listen to my very nice Northern Irish accent coming through your speakers. And hopefully you find this sort of stuff useful. I'm gonna really work on it and try and make it into an excellent podcast that is really beneficial for everybody who's interested in learning to write for a living. I'm really excited to bring on my first guests. I'm recording the first of those in the next few days, and I have a few amazing guests lined up for August 2024 already. So that's going to be really cool. I'm really excited to see how those turn out and to listen back myself to those conversations. But if you want to subscribe, you can do so now, and you can follow my journey on this podcast. I'll release these as and when they're available. I'm not going to commit to doing it every single week because I'd rather focus on the quality of the guest rather than trying to stick to a rigid schedule for publishing it. So definitely subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to my publications. You can follow what I'm doing, and hopefully you'll get a lot of benefit from it. Thanks for stopping by today. I really appreciate your time. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and you can follow me there too. But definitely check out How to Write for a Living on Substack, and also check out the Solopreneur Stack and David McElroy Fiction, and buy this book right here if you haven't done so already. It's been great spending this time with you today. I'll see you again really soon. I'm David McElroy. This is the How to Write for a Living podcast and video. See ya.